Hello, YouTube. I know my voice sound a little cracky right now. I'm finna go on a late night walk. While I'm on this walk, I'm finna call one of my exes or whatever because he claimed he be worried about me when I take these type of walks because he's not here to protect me. Anywho, anyways, but yeah, I told him I was gonna call him instead to make him feel better. He said, all right. So that's what we finna do. I'm gonna walk to the store, get me some water because I done ran out of water at the house. Then I'm gonna continue with the walk. I got my trash bag on, people. So she ready, yeah. All right, let's call him. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, my voice cracking. What's crack-a-lacking?
Hello?
What's up?
What's going on with you, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. On my way to this here store because I forgot to get some more water earlier. So, gonna grab some water and just walk.
What you going to? You said the corner store or the hair store?
The corner store.
Oh, I'm like, the hair store be open this time of night?
It sure does not. Even if it
That's what's
did,
up.
I'm not gonna walk to it.
Nah.
I've been
That's what's
basically
up.
rocking my fro lately anyway, so it ain't really no need. But I got some hair at the house, so I did feel like doing something to it.
Okay. I like when you rock your natural. That's what's up. You
Yeah.
got it puffed out or how you doing? You got it in a ponytail?
Right now, I got my cap on because I ain't trying to impress nobody. It's nighttime. When I get back, I'm finna shower and hit the bed. I ain't trying to be braiding no hair down or nothing. But yeah, it's been puffed out the past few days.
Okay. Yeah, I need to get my shit ready, so I'm trying to swap it up. Everybody's sort of like lazy on the braiding tip or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, because, the top. I wanted to get it braided back, something like Deontay Water or whatever.
Oh, okay then. I hear you now.
Yeah. I wish you was down here. I know your ass is master at that hair shit, so
I wouldn't say
I told
master.
you,
I'm an idol, whatever. You.
I haven't seen you, take on a head you couldn't do yet. So until
Yeah.
that happens, you got it.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Good stuff.
It's been
Good
some
stuff.
attitudes I couldn't take, but
Oh yeah, that's different though.
yeah.
Most difficult style you went for that you ever done on a person's head. You say,
Um, I mean, they all difficult when they new, so I say it like that. But I guess when I first started trying to do the interlocks, the dreads, those usually be kind of, that was kind of difficult to get down pat because you got to make sure you don't go in the same exact spot because you could damage the hair. And, yeah, but it's cool. Or
gotta be more
sew-ins, I still hate doing those. That's why I prefer natural looks. If I do a sew-in, your hair need to already be laid. Like you
right,
need to have the
right.
tracks that's already styled and cut because I'm not cutting all that and sewing it in. I hate doing that.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work.
It is.
What about the retraining? I heard dudes can get or girls and dudes can get their dreads cut off and be plaited in the head. Is that really real?
Yeah, you could do that. I did that one time before a while ago. That is pretty hard. And then it was a guy this way that was asking me to do his hair, but I just so happened to start working the very next week when he wanted his hair done. And it was like, well, I ain't had no time to do it. So he probably found
Congrats.
somebody else to do it.
For sure. Well, congrats on the job. Where you at?
No, that was a while ago when I first started working at
Oh,
I think that was Love when I had got here.
okay. I'm thinking you talking about like soon as you got there. I'm like, damn, that was super fast, yo. You have a chance to get your
Well,
bags down.
well, in Georgia, I actually do have a couple opportunities that's kind of waiting or available. Me and Mom was out shopping for some stuff for the house, and this lady was handing Mama the card, letting her know she do hair or whatever, and she was like, "Oh, my daughter does too." And the lady was like, "Really?" And she was like, "Yeah, she specializes in kids or whatever." And around there, you don't even have to have a braiding license to
Oh,
make money.
wow.
Yeah. So I was like,
Just put
yeah, you just go. You just build your clientele up. She was like, she'll charge me about $50 a week for a booth there. And so I build my clientele up, which is a good deal. And then it'd be like
Hell
$100
yeah.
after that. After I build some
Okay.
clientele up.
That's a smart way to do it, you know. Hell yeah, because everybody need their kids getting their shit. You know, nobody likes to do their kids' hair for the most part of what I see.
Yeah, that's very much so accurate. Very much
Hell
so
yeah.
true.
I
But
know it still do their thing, but the kids, it's like, please just get out the way, yo.
right, I'd rather do my own thing though, to be honest with you. Like that is a good opportunity because she already got people. She was like, the girls when they overbook have walk-ins, they can send them your way and stuff like that. And I was like, that would be cool, but I still kind of want to do my own because all you need is an LLC again. You know what I'm saying? And open your own braiding studio.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know how people sometimes they get a crowd going or high
Yeah,
clientele. They feel like, man, that I brought you in type shit.
yeah.
So, yeah, it might be good to do it on your own. You know what I mean?
Right. But either
But
way,
you always move.
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna make some money some kind of way. Then it's a little caretaker's job that my brother then was telling me about. So I think it's an older man.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Yeah, they paying good for shit like that. Like the elder taking jobs, like anything nursing wise, that field is wide open.
right, exactly. And
Or
since I'm already
caretakers, should I say?
certified in different little areas of that field, that helps. But I need to see if I can get everything transferred over to Georgia. Am I gonna have to start all over? Because I not too long ago paid all that money for all that. But
Right.
if not, they do offer like different classes at certain facilities where I won't have to pay for it. Like the facility itself will pay for it.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah, like if you're trying to become a CNA, like you could even do that. Like if you try to do CNA work, you can go to different nursing homes that'll offer the course themselves and they'll offer to pay for it. Certain
Oh
hospitals will do it
wow.
too. Like I could have did that here, but I just was in such a rush to do everything, ready to spend that little money. I suppose that's how I look at it now. Like I was really wanting to spend this money because knowing what's going on right now, I knew I could have walked in somewhere and got it done like that. Because I had done the classes before like that without having to pay out of pocket. But I wasn't offered all the courses that I took. Like with this it was CNA, phlebotomy, med tech, all kind of different things put together.
But you was doing a lot. I mean, you had your grandma to look after, your kids. I'm not making no excuse. I'm just calling it like it is. You had a lot going on, so it ain't like you just overlooked it. In
Right,
my
right.
opinion. Hell
Oh, it
yeah.
smells good in here. You been in here smoking? You can't be in here teaching now. Teaching chong.
Smell like weed in that motherfucker?
It most certainly do, but they sell that little spray now, so
Oh.
it's probably what that is. At least that's what I'm gonna give it to them this time.
Fuck that. I need real still. I don't know. I've been slowing up a little bit lately. I think I'm always gonna smoke though, straight up. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to put it down.
That's a
But
personal choice, you feel me? Like hey, nothing against it. I can't do it right now.
I know. I'm just saying, like the joint. I thought about it. I tried. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, nigga, please. But I slowed down. I went from like 5, 6 blunts a day to 2. Literally.
Let me get 2 of the new $1 scratch off.
Make 3.
Okay, that's the deal.
It was $5 fee.
Yeah, you're right. Good looking out. Yeah, I'm at the store now, about to leave. Nah, it'll come to my phone. Well, I think it already came to my phone. Have a good one. I don't know why my hands feel so shaky today. Almost as soon as I hit the door, my hands went to shaking. Had to get me some water.
How they say, blessed and overfilled cup runneth over and all that good stuff.
Yeah. overflowing with abundance and whatnot.
There it is. There it is. I said the shit all wrong. I'm talking about overflowing color and shit like that. I was close though. Same
You
energy,
was.
same
You
energy.
definitely was. Same energy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But what you got lined up for the holiday, like Christmas or whatever? What's your plans
Um,
for the kid?
you know, that's close to Christmas, close to my birthday. Me and my son was talking about that earlier, whether he wanted to do something this way or go that way towards his dad for Christmas. He said he want to go that way probably for maybe Thanksgiving and stay this way. Cause
Okay.
his birthday the day before mine,
Right.
the 30th and the 31st. So we gonna rock out a little bit. We ain't gonna do too much. Probably be at the new spot, just relaxing. I'm ready to move really, but I said I was gonna stay this way because my cousin baby shower is this weekend. But
You ain't want to miss it.
yeah, I ain't want to miss it. It's her first baby, my baby cousin. I did my little cousin.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations. How old is she?
How old is my baby cousin? Child, don't make me lie. They grow up so fast. She about what, 20?
Oh, she grown. Okay,
Yeah,
we
she
ain't talking
grown.
about no
Nah,
17-year-old.
no. Nah, she
Okay.
did good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
She in her mid to late 20s. Don't make me lie though. I be forgetting people's ages. There's too many of us. Like
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
that's my
My
baby
mom
little
asked my mom
station.
how old was she when she had my oldest brother. She was 25. I didn't even know.
Oh really?
I said we all jumped off the porch late. I'm talking about me, my brothers, my sisters. I know I was 17 when I had Vince.
Yeah.
Vince, Sean was 18 when he had his child. Gabrielle and Olivia, well, shit, Gabrielle was 20 and Olivia was 19. So, but we never made it to that.
Y'all
We
was
never
like
made it to the
stepping.
20 spot.
Y'all was
Yeah,
steppers.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we was moving quick back then.
From oldest to youngest, y'all went in that order. Like he was younger. Y'all got older as y'all went. Well, no, you
Right?
was the youngest one that had the child. You was the 17. Your brother was how old? 18? And
Yeah.
he older?
I told my brother, I said, bro, we not gonna say it out loud, of course, but that just goes to show the generation discipline, right?
Yeah.
Like the principals back then, they was fucking, but they was like, you better not get pregnant at no, while you in school or 19 or whatever. And as the generation, as the shit diluted from the 80s or the 70s, shit started getting crazy. I ain't saying that she could have stopped us or nothing like that or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely think a lot of things could have been prevented or whatever. But I ain't
It's
regretting
possible.
none
It
of
was
that.
kind of like the other way around with us though. Like, but at the same time, back in the day, they also usually got married a little younger too. So I would say
Right.
my grandma was a little bit younger than what my mom's was, and my mom's was a little bit younger than what we were with us. So it was a little opposite for us. Like mama, she was graduating when she had my oldest brother, just graduated or something like that. And then we
Right.
started 19 and 20 years old. Majority of us was like I think me and my sister both was around that age range because her baby only 6 months older than mine. So she was like, I say she was already 20, 21 when she had my niece. Then I had my son 19, 20 the day before my 20th birthday. Um, my brother, how old was my brother when he had my oldest niece? He was good and grown. He was in his 20s. I want to say he probably was like 24 or something like that, 24, 25. I don't
Oh,
know.
for real?
Yeah,
That's what's up.
my oldest brother, he was like, let me see, because I want to say he was 24, 25, because I don't feel like doing the math right now. But, but I know he had already, graduated high school, did a little bit of college, had his own place, his own everything. A girl that we went to church with, they ended up getting married or whatever. Had my two nieces, and then they divorced later on. You know,
Uh,
so
Shit, at least they went. At least they tried it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they tried. They tried.
Shit,
They
straight up.
tried.
I give those props who at least tried though. Like, any motherfuckers like, oh no.
I was the
Some
oh
y'all
no. I was like, this ain't finna work. Like I was pregnant, but nah, we ain't gotta get married. We ain't gotta do that. We ain't gotta do that.
you dodged the bullet, my nigga. You dodged the bullet.
Yes, Lord.
Hell yeah.
So
They
we
say
do
when you
not.
get married, there's a lot more tangibles that that other individual can get from you through the court system. You know what I mean? So
That,
I was asking. I said, "Down, if I didn't never got married to her, would his child support be as high as it is?" They was like, "No." I said, "Ain't that a bitch? She set me up."
fell for the okie doke. God.
Set me up. If I marry his ass and divorce him, I get alimony. Shit,
See, the
yo, I
thing
know God.
was, we neither one of us ain't had shit no way. Like,
You know
I
what I
guess
mean?
it's
But
like you get
the
to
way
go
the
stay back
system.
with your mama, and I can go stay back with mine. How about that? Bet.
Oh shit, you silly. Hell no. But shit, the court don't see that. They just like, okay, well, whatever check you get, we'll just deduct it from him. And we'll throw in some cash. Deduct it. Yeah, they burnt the boy.
Yeah, man. It be like that for real. Like I was talking about, I ain't gonna say I was talking about, but a while ago, I say I had a conversation with my little sis D with her little brother and the situation that he going through. He never married the girl, but she sure knew how to get it up out of him because her mama worked for the system. So,
Oh
so
man.
yeah, and it's wild because he never was a bad dude, but I swear he done got extra bitter since that situation. It's like, bruh, every chick is not her. And like how a lot of men be like, you kind of like a conversation we done had before. Where you was like, you can't just keep holding the past over my head type thing. And every man ain't the same type of situation. That's what I be
Yeah,
finding myself having to tell him. Like every female is not the same, bruh. Like every
that's
female
right.
is not the same. You
That's
can't
right.
treat every woman like that's her. Where everybody ain't her. Like you should have knew she was crazy when such and such situation popped off. You know what I mean?
Yo, the crazy part is we see the fucking red flags, but we'll ignore the
Ignore the
shit.
mess out of them, but
Now the thing that kills me is that every relationship we look at like motherfucker that motherfucker got over. No nigga, what did you learn out of that shit right there? Because you're supposed to
exactly,
take from the good and the bad of every situation. You know
it,
what I mean? I was
exactly.
it's called self improvement. Like I was unconsciously uh respecting what happened. You know, like I told you, when you did that, that made my ass man up. I was like, yo,
You say when
you
I
can't
did
be
that, like
doing.
I did something. Like
No, you helped me out. When you, I tell you like this, when you check, put it like that. You check me on the bullshit. And so that right there, that made a nigga just wisen up. Now you can go backwards or you can go forward. You can go backwards by saying, nah, man, I'm just gonna be sneaky or she tripping.
I'll
Or you
play the
can
blame
move forward.
game,
Yeah, or you can
deflect.
move forward and say, I'm gonna swap that shit up and say, fuck that. That meant
Exactly.
something. Are we're gonna catch that plane or we just gonna let that shit fly by?
All
We're gonna
right, there
catch
you
that
go.
damn plane. I mean, yeah. So that's what we fall short as a collective, I say. Not just relationship wise, I'm talking
And
family, I'm
family and
talking,
all, exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
the rabbit hole goes endless deep. All
Yep.
these videos I'm making on the workout tip or whatever, I got a homeboy I work out with, and my brother was like, he hit me up, he like, man, you be bullshitting, dog. I see you don't fuck with your brother. Like, this is a stupid way we do when we really don't fuck with each other. I see you don't fuck with me, dog. You make videos, you don't call me and shit. Nigga, I done sent you numerous of calls, emails, text messages. You never get back to me on the workout shit. So,
But then,
yeah, I'm
like,
just like, man, you be on some bullshit. Niggas just be talking. They just say what sound.
exactly.
I think you
But
move.
you know what? Speaking of though, you only tried to send me the link to your YouTube one time and it didn't go through correctly, and you just forgot about it. Seemed like. What's the name of
Oh,
your
no.
YouTube page?
No, what I had did was I had stopped. I paused for a second. Like I had stopped the YouTube thing and everything. Like, I even took the shit down because what happened was I had so many people that I was lining up to do the interview with or podcast, and
Right.
they all started turning down. Like they started turning me down, or they'll say something will come up, or some niggas want you to pay them. So I went back to the drawing board, right? Like recently, I say last month, and I looked up different ways to do content without always having an extra person to talk
Right.
to. So that's what I had to do. And I looked at some of your videos too. For real.
What?
Yeah. You had a lot of good content without nobody without you talking to nobody. But it was interesting because you was speaking from the other person and your perspective of how you feel about the situation.
Right.
So a lot of times a person just want to see how you feel or analyze through a situation. They don't necessarily have to see you go back and forth with another individual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what made me go back to the drawing board. I did like 2 videos, and my content is a lot more crispier now. Like as
Okay.
far as the shit I'm talking about versus being all over the place. You know what I mean?
You know, I like to be all over the place. That's why Shay rambles, you know.
I mean, I do, but at the same time, I sort of have a topic that I'm mostly.
It's good.
You know
It's
what I
always
mean?
good to have a topic though, for real.
Yeah. Versus, when I
And then the
first
fact that
started,
you
I
say you
turned
trying to get
on.
back into it, like more with the more technical side of things, like that's something I just can't even. Like I would definitely need help on that. I thought I had somebody that was gonna help me with it, but nah.
Yeah. See, same. That's why I said, yo, I had to do it on my own. All these people turning me down really was just guys saying, look, don't do it like that because you'll build your content on relying on people to talk to.
Right. And you don't want to
And
have
if
to
you,
rely on nobody, not even in life.
that's
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right. You get the ball rolling, nobody, you out of people or whatever, you had a brain fart, you had a brain freeze. So it's best to just mix it up. If you run into a few people here and there to do the content with, cool. But if not, don't even worry about it. Just keep doing your little content and your workout videos and shit. You'll draw attention.
Exactly.
I just had to go back to the drawing board, yo, because I was excited. It was disappointing to see so many niggas turn you down. I'm like, yo, this niggas don't really want to do better. We just say what the fuck sound good, man.
It's not even just that. It's not even just that. It's not that they don't want to do better. Sometimes they just don't want to see you doing better than them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I
That's
want you to do
facts.
good, bruh, but not better than me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
Right.
feel like I'm helping you out some type of way, and I don't feel like I'm really gonna get nothing in return. Like, and that's
Look,
how
it's
that's a lot of people think that way, and that's sad, really, because your greatest reward should be just assisting somebody else's growth. You know what I mean?
absolutely, yo. You said a mouthful right there. That's why I say I know you're right because too many niggas was like, yo, man, you think you can pay me like 50? I mean, like, what if you blow, LA? Like, I know you're gonna blow. And when you do, I mean, I know you ain't gonna break a nigga off. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dog? Ain't nobody looking at it as in, I'm not doing this shit to reach Hollywood. If it catch waves, cool. The ideal is to leave a digital footprint
Yeah,
for my kids and others to see what my thoughts and ideas was of how we, as a black people, we're supposed to move as men and
exactly.
respect each other. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about that. When you focus on the money, your shit is not gonna flourish like that.
Right, exactly.
Focus on the project and the subject, you'll win. Everything
Every
else
time.
will follow. So when niggas started doing it like that, it just almost made me give up hope. I was like, you know what, this shit is dead, man. Niggas don't want to win. And so, yeah, I just had to go back to the drawing board and say, LA, fuck that. Do your own thing. You gonna let them stop you from getting your message out? Like that's whack.
But so listen, let me ask you this. What's
Yes.
gonna be the name of the channel? Like,
Oh, Father Nation. That's
Father
not changing.
Nation. Okay.
That's
So I didn't know
that's
that.
not changing.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you
Remember
didn't
when
know
you
the
tried?
name?
No, you tried to send me the link, and you was like, "You'll see, you'll see what the name is," and then the link
Oh
didn't go through.
wow. Okay, my bad, my bad. It's called Father Nation. Yeah.
That's what's up.
And I just be sitting up there speaking on, the continent of effects when we not here, who we are, and all that right there. So it gives people an open perspective of how important each party is, because it's not just fathers.
Right.
I'm saying father nation because a lot of dads don't got a voice.
Right.
So I just say we speak from our perspective, but the ideal is to identify how important both parents are. Whether we
Exactly.
together or not, both is very much needed. So
But say it again.
hell yeah, both is very much needed. I would never say the mother is she need to be this or that. Nah, bullshit. Talk to a man who stayed with his mom after his mom and dad divorced. You know what I'm saying? So nah, nigga.
Right. You
Mine
feel
did a
me?
hell of a job, and I watched her struggle, and I watched her when she made it, and she always put us first. And a lot
Got
of
to.
mothers do, such as yourself. You know what I mean? So,
Got to. But you know
uh,
what? The struggle for me is the fact, like, because with your mom, she had your two boys. Y'all older. She was good for a little minute. Then she met her husband, had the two girls, right?
true.
With me,
Damn.
I with me, I had a boy. 10 years later, had a girl by somebody different, and it's a different type of struggle. Even though it's certain similarities. Cause okay, with my son and his father, he went through that stage that I feel like my daughter's father is now going through, but he's going through it harder. Is what I would say. Like he went through that whole if you with that nigga, then let that nigga be the daddy type situation, and you know what I'm saying. I shouldn't have to do nothing for you. You chose to be single. You know, that type of stuff. If I can't have you, nobody can have you type stuff. All kind of craziness, right?
One of them.
Yeah, he was one of them. But then he straightened out. Best darn father he could possibly be right now. I don't have nothing bad to say against him when it come to him being a father to his child. You know, he done still made certain little hiccups and stuff throughout that time period as well. But he
Right.
definitely there. And he tries. And even with my daughter, he tries to, do stuff with her because he see that her daddy ain't doing what he should be doing. Like whatever he got going on, I'm not quite sure. I try not to speak on it too much. I just know he ain't all the way there right now. All we can do is pray
Right.
for him. And it's sad because, like you said, when my parents divorced, I was with my mama. And I always wanted to be that daddy's little girl, and I see that in her. She want to be daddy's girl so bad, daddy can't do no wrong in her eyes. Even though she barely talk to him, maybe once every couple months she might speak to him, and it really kind of tear you up. And that's another reason, like, when it comes to dating and stuff, you don't really want to bring people around your kids because you don't want them to become attached to those people. And then that just break her heart all over again because she wants so badly to be daddy's little girl. She done got to a point now where she'll call me and her brother daddy sometimes just so she could say the word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a struggle. It's like you might as well just be single. like that's how you kind of feel. And then you kind of see why so many women, especially back when we was growing up, where you feel like the parents ain't had no dating life. You know what I'm saying? Like all mama do is go to work, come home. That's it. Take care of the kids. Ain't no dating. So that's why when you hear that thing about y'all single mothers think somebody wants y'all with kids, it's not that people don't want you. It's that you are more cautious about being with somebody after you have kids, especially after you already been through certain things. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
And that bullshit, that's sort of like a new YouTube bullshit statement. Half of the people I know have stepdads and stepmoms. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So
right.
that's bullshit.
But you'll
There's
find women
60%.
that choose not to because not only do they not want to go through the heartbreak themselves, they don't want their kids to go through the heartbreak, which will
Agreed.
further break their hearts. Like,
Agreed.
so
Agreed.
I'm
I
getting more
strongly
and more to
agree.
that stage in life where it's like, I don't know, maybe I just need a little sneaky link.
Right. I got you. No, that makes sense because it does affect the child. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
However, though, I just think that we shouldn't stay there. Like you said earlier, every woman ain't like that when you told her boy. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us get stuck in that shit right there. We never
Mm-hmm.
learn how to grow out of, oh man, okay, that was a bad situation. I know not to fuck with anybody that have the same similarities like that.
Yeah, for a
You know
while
what
I
I
used to
mean?
call it Kobeanisms. That's what me and my
Say
friend
it
used to
again.
call certain things men do like Kobeanisms. Like it remind me of my son's father. And it's like, he got a little Kobeanism in him. I don't know. I don't think that'll work.
Okay, for sure. I like that one. I'm feeling that one. That shit, that's different. But, but you know what to look for. You know what I mean? And you know what to look for. Now, it's a side effect to it too. There's a lot of us know what we need to grow, and
Right.
motherfuckers refuse to deal with that person that they know is good for them, but to them is boring because they like to run the streets or do whatever.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yep.
So it's a double edged sword.
Yeah, it
We just
is.
supposed to if the person is not maturing as they getting older, dog, leave that shit alone. Straight up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
They should be talking and thinking and doing different shit.
But you're right.
They
It
should.
is. It is kind of. I guess what I did say is kind of contradicting. It's kind of contradictive because it's like, yeah, everybody ain't the same, but I don't want to date nobody. It's like you gotta
Yeah,
pick
I
one.
mean,
Like,
I get it, but shit, it's hard to find somebody out there that's saying that you don't want to date nobody that got no kids or whatever. I mean, you can. You will find them, but how would that relate to you though? I'm a parent. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I can't deal with a woman that's not going to be parent oriented
Right.
like me. She would not be understanding to what I do and how far I go from mine.
Exactly.
So it'll become competitive. So I think the other parenting is necessary, but are they as passionate as you? Is the question. Are they as real as you when it comes to the parenting? The way they love their child, you'll be able to see how they are the love in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a person gonna reflect on how they take care of their most precious asset.
Yep. You're right.
Oh yeah, but that's all. That's all. But these conversations ain't is not have. You know, we're not talking about this. The church is not having them. It's not happening at the dinner table at Big Mama house.
Nah.
You know, if it ain't no wise people such as me and yourself, just passing good thought theory,